cabbages! Welcome to PAX Unplugged. But we've got some lovely cabbages here, and I'm so excited to share all the games we're showing at PAX Unplugged here this year.
Hello adventurers, I'm Natalie Fuinha. I'm the creative director for the Storyteller Squad, which is an actual play series set in the Pacific Northwest. It's a modern high fantasy story, so it takes place during a world much like ours, just full of magic and creatures and cryptids that our heroes meet on their adventures.
Yeah, Sasquatches that protect trans kids.
Exactly. He's a good dad, and he's protect and provide for his family.
A daddy who dads.
Mm-hmm.
Can you tell me more about the Storyteller Squad?
So we're 6 years old. We're a podcast. It's audio only, so it's a good thing to listen to while you're, commuting, working on something in the background, etc. Very much high action and adventure, but we also mix in a lot of slice of life and lo-fi vibes for rest and downtime episodes, because even our heroes need a break every once in a while. Our very queer podcast, we have all sorts of diverse NPCs and guests that I bring in from the TTRPG space for one-shots and special series. All of my friends are a very diverse group, and I want the world of our story to reflect that. So,
yeah. Are there multiple arcs to the story, or are we looking at like one storyline right now?
So we've got the one main campaign that's been going the whole time. We break it up into what we call seasons, which are just sort of big chapters in the story. So season 1 goes up to episode 29, and season 2 reaches up to about episode 61. And then beyond that, it's season 3, which has not finished itself yet, and I have a 4th season that'll wrap it up that we'll just have to get to at some point.
Can you tell us about the cast and sort of like what people can expect from the show?
So my cast is 5 players. We start with 6. Somebody had to leave, but it's okay. We're still friends. They just were like, I am a psychologist. I think I need to go. My cast are amazing. They're all artists and LARPers and cosplayers, and so they really came into it with a performance and a love of design and art and crafting stories together instantly. So our chemistry was great at the table right off the bat, and they're now my best friends, and we're a company, so it feels weird to call them my family, but we're not corporate, it's okay.
We're here, we can call each other family.
Exactly, yeah. As far as the characters, I mean, they're a whole motley crew. I don't want to bore your audience with character bios, but we have an angel, we have a demon, we have a special agent, we have many spellcasters on the team and a martial artist or 2, and so it's great. We start at a town called Autumn Falls, which is based on a place in Washington called Maple Falls, which we visited and cried at because it was just so emotional to be in the place where it all started for us. Characters, it's full of cryptids as well. All the NPCs are cryptids or monsters or people that are also magical in some way. Oftentimes the monsters are not the problem, it's the people, and they have to work with the creatures that are in trouble to help them out.
The module that you're using, is it a little mix of homebrew with that, or?
So we play Monster of the Week, which is a Powered by the Apocalypse system that uses 2d6. It's a very narrative forward system. All the results push a narrative result. As far as your characters, you're playing with what are called playbooks as opposed to a class and a background and all that stuff. It's less that you're building a character and more that you're choosing a character archetype. And as you level up, you lean more and more into the narrative elements that archetype embodies from different media that you're drawing your inspiration from and things like that. While Monster of the Week is pulling a lot from Supernatural and Buffy, we skew more towards Constantine Hellboy in terms of the tone of our urban fantasy flavor. I've definitely homebrewed Monster of the Week a ton in the system because it is not meant to do a long-form campaign like this. There are options when you level up to retire your character and make someone new, which leans more into the actual Monster of the Week, 1 monster per session. That's a little too fast-paced for a narrative story that we're giving, at least in our taste of it, where we want those resting times and a little more, less hectic action and new thing.
Like Monster of the Month.
Basically, Monster of the Arc is basically how we describe it.
Okay.
So every 2 or 3 episodes, there's a new monster or a new phenomena that the heroes have to go and solve or investigate.
Where do you pull a lot of your inspiration? I guess it's cryptids, but what is your homebrew process? I like to do a lot of homebrew myself.
Yeah, I start with story first, and I like Monster of the Week because it doesn't get in my way when I start with that first. The mechanics are so simple and so easy to just integrate into the way I think about running a game, which is oftentimes with as few mechanics as possible, because I like improvising, and so do my team, and we've all got this rapport now that we can just say, and then this happens, and then this happens, yes, and this and this and this, and we'll play for an hour, and then I'll go, all right, make the first roll of this session now.
Yeah.
Right?
Just how it should be.
Yeah, it's great, and I want to push it even further in the next campaign that we do and say I might cut all the die rolls out, right? And just say, yeah, we're playing a game, but you're going to get just the story,
Right.
right? And some people won't like that. Some people will eat it up. And I think it's a different audience for both.
Yeah. I mean, it's all improv. Like,
Yeah. It's
And-
a stylistic thing. There are plenty of APs out there that are very crunchy, and they lean into teaching the mechanics because that's what their audience wants, is to learn the games that they're playing. But we are the Storyteller Squad. We have a brand to uphold.
you're telling a story.
Exactly.
I kind of like that idea, like based on like you could have your own set of rules that maybe the players don't even know, and based on however they respond or based on whatever it is, that's how the story happens.
Yeah.
They just have to be as creative as possible, or whatever it is. I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, it's a collaborative storytelling process. It only works as well as it does because I'm a fan of their characters and they're a fan of the problems I'm putting their characters in.
Right.
If you're fighting with your GM, get a different game.
Yeah. Like I live by the rule of cool. Like sometimes I'm just like, I don't care. You just told me the coolest thing ever. I'm just gonna let you do it. Like, I don't care.
Mm-hmm.
Where can people listen to your products?
We're on every podcatcher out there. Our host distributes us to Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and things like that. We're on YouTube if you want ads, or if you have YouTube Premium or something like that, you can skip through it all. Anywhere you look for podcasts, we'll show up if you search for the Storyteller Squad. And we have recap episodes of our first 2 season arcs, so you can get caught up to episode 62 in about an hour and a half.
Wow.
We also have an onboarding 2-shot adventure, which takes place between season 2 and 3. And that is sort of a new onboarding point if you just want to jump in at season 3. We reintroduce the characters, we re-describe them, we give everyone a little scene to give you a vibe of who is this character? And there's a time skip that happens between those 2 seasons anyway, so you're sort of picking up with them at a different point in their life. And you can sort of think of seasons 1 and 2 as their backstory if you just didn't want to binge something. But everyone I talked to was like, I want to start at the beginning, and I'm like, well, enjoy the Zoom audio when I was learning to edit, but that's great, thank you.
Yeah, we all start somewhere.
Exactly.
I'm right there with you.
Yeah. Story holds up. I maintain the story holds up for sure. It's just, you're going to hear the mic peak once or twice.
Yeah.
So.
It happens to the best of us, to be honest. What is your, I'm sure there's a lot of favorite moments, but give me a couple, 1 or 2, of your standout moments that kind of stick out for you.
There is an episode in the 2nd season where I take advantage of the fact that we are playing remotely to change up the format of how the session progresses that really freaked out my players and had them all panicking when they were off mic.
Oh, I love that.
There's also an episode in season 3 where we completely abandoned die rolls on purpose for a episode where it just made sense not to need chance to decide things and to just let our imagination be the driving force behind what happened.
But I've never heard of that before, personally, watching a show, so sounds like something new and fresh.
Yeah.
Maybe we should follow, subscribe.
Like and subscribe. We are on socials at Story Squadcast, anywhere that isn't full of fascists.
Here at the convention, you have a few products as well. I'm assuming from the game.
Everything's based on events or characters or locations. We have candle scents that are based on places the heroes have been. We have our plushies based on familiars that are in the story. We have stickers based on the National Park sticker series that they have out there. We just introduce a creature into the location. Enamel pins based on the cryptids for people that are just I just love monsters.
Yeah.
Here's our design for this one.
Yeah, I was gonna say they're really gorgeous, to be honest. I like the cunty Mothman, Mothwoman, Moth
Mommy? Sorry,
Mommy.
Moth Batty is a new favorite of mine.
Whoever they are, I would buy it just off that. They can buy that online, I assume.
We actually don't have e-commerce set up yet, but once we have a newsletter up, people will be able to sign up, and we'll notify them when e-commerce is built. That's a 2026 thing to do.
Yeah, so we should have been here at the convention.
Come see us at a convention. Yeah. Everything's convention exclusive for the next couple months.
For the next couple months. Who is the artist behind all these pieces?
It's a bunch of artists. Some of it is my work, but then I'm the creative director, and I've worked with probably at least half a dozen artists and illustrators. One of our cast members, Emery Chelsberg, does a lot of our official character portraits and cover art. I did the first cover art that we ever had. I do a lot of the pins and sticker designs now, but I work with other illustrators on the playmats and the more landscape-based stuff. It's been really cool as someone who did freelance illustration for a long time and just struggled in that world to now be I was good at this. I just, capitalism.
Yeah. Do you have anything upcoming for people besides the conventions? Because I think you said you're going to
So
Just
we've been on a publishing hiatus for a little bit, just simply because all the events have taken up so much of my bandwidth. But now I have a personal assistant who's going to help me with socials and newsletters and all the like managerial aspects of having this brand. So I should hopefully be able to get back to editing. I'm going to disappear over the holidays, get some episodes banked, and we will be publishing again bi-weekly starting in January. Look out for that, and I guess, tease that the very first episode back is a guest episode and features some guests in the main campaign, which we've not quite done before to this scale.
Yeah,
So
I love that.
yeah.
So in the meantime, watch the backlog.
Watch the backlog. Catch up.
Yeah.
83, 84 episodes out right now.
Yeah.
You have plenty to listen to over the
Winter
holidays.
break,
Yep.
something to do. Thank you so much for talking with me, and I'm actually really excited to listen to it myself. So
Mhm. I hope you enjoy it.
thank you.